Okay.
So, and I got one that's turning 9, so I have another patch of that 11 to 13 nonsense, but he's kind of an asshole now, so at this point I've had four
Yeah.
iterations of it, dude. We're ready. So,
You're trial and error, right?
yeah. The first one we failed, the second one we figured out, the third one we mastered, the fourth one we sharpened our school sets, and this last one, fuck around and find out.
Yeah. He's not ready.
Even last night I went to his room and asked him, I was like, dude, didn't mom ask you to get all of the cups and bowls out of your room? Yeah. Then why is there still a cup on your desk? I don't know. I mean, buddy, what other words can you use in replace of all? He goes, everything? I was like, what does everything mean, buddy? Everything? Oh, yeah, it means everything. Does that mean leave one behind? No.
Hey,
Okay.
you guys need to slow down and enjoy these kids because when they're your age, they won't be around anymore to entertain you. So enjoy it.
Oh no. I'm hard past enjoying it, Dolan. My dad is still around and I talk to my mom way too much. I want them to leave me alone.
Well, my mom and dad are both gone, and my kids don't talk to me anymore, so I miss it.
Yeah. Well, that's why you got us. We'll be your kids.
Yeah, we'll be your kids, man.
I expect a birthday present.
Hey,
What time's
Dolan,
dinner?
can I borrow 20 bucks?
No, Nolan's right. We do miss I do miss some of the younger ages. They do grow up fast, but like 10, man, that's a pivot. We do like we have big birthdays. You got 10, 13, 16, 18. Like it stacks quick from here. My oldest are turning 18 next 2 months from now, so in May. And that's crazy for me. I don't feel like I'm old enough to have an 18-year-old.
You don't look like you're old enough to have an 18-year-old.
My knees say otherwise, but that's because the Zoom puts a really nice beauty filter on. All right, let's hear your wins and celebrations from the weekend.
I had a really awesome open house
Tell
on
us more.
Saturday. I got 3 new buyers, 2 new sellers. I closed on my Benson deal,
Nice. Yeah, you did.
and I have another contract going out today.
Look at Eric. Better get that man some water.
I feel dehydrated, so probably.
I was gonna go with he's on fire, but thanks for ruining that.
Eric, you know what helps with dehydration, right?
Uh, Salt. Yeah.
Yeah, a little salt water.
A little salty
Closing more
Yeah,
deals.
water.
salt.
Liquid IVs are amazing, by the way. Oh,
All right. Gray open house from Eric. What other wins you got?
And a buyer under contract.
Yeah, you do. New buyer in the contract. All right. What else you got? Going once, going twice, gone. All right. If you do not have my screen on speaker and or gallery, I would recommend you pin me to your the main view. If you're driving, this would be difficult for you. I don't want you to get in trouble or get hurt, so don't do so. What are behind me? Do you guys know what these are?
that's the bowl or maps.
Bold laws.
Maps.
These are bold laws, right? Anyone know what bold stands for?
Build something life by design.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really a KW thing. We can say it is, but it's not. It's business objective, life by design.
That's how Miss Neo.
Yeah, business objective, life by design. And we talk about these things all the time on the call. You guys have heard me say one of these a million times. As we're looking around this, take a second if you're not driving and tell me which one stands out to you the fastest. I'm gonna slide out of the way so you can see all of them, right? Not exactly all of them, but
Keep your emotions between the lines.
okay. Keep your emotions between the lines. Stands out right there in the top. What else?
Only one I saw was Be-Do, and only because it's like minions. Be-Do, Be-Do. Sorry.
Be, do, have, right? These are some of the older ones. It's actually been changed to be, do, achieve. But anyone else? The 73 of you not on camera that aren't talking ever.
There
Participate.
is no try.
Eric stole mine. I saw be do have.
Okay, you can say it again. You don't have to.
I kind of like the change your thinking, change your world.
That's a great one. I love that one over here. If you guys haven't seen it, right over there.
The fear faith.
What's the rest of that one? You can't really see it.
I can't zoom in enough. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Fear, faith, can't have both.
Your business grows to the extent you do.
Okay, I love that one. What does
Focus on
that
the
mean?
plan, not the problem.
There you go. Focus on the plan, not the problem.
I like
Here's
the,
the thing.
what you focus on expands, but I don't see that one on there.
It's
Oh, bottom right or
Yeah.
left or whichever side. Yeah.
yes. This is the important thing here is nobody, a couple of you have the same thing, but nobody's going to see these bold laws and say the exact same thing, right? You've got your cells, E drops on your thoughts, focus on the problem, or focus on the plan, not the problem, right?
They're all so good.
Yeah, these are some of the reasons I'm actually here at Keller Williams. Is I was in a room where this exact graphic was up on the wall. I was in a meeting, a class I was invited to, and I sat there. I couldn't tell you what anything was being on because I was too busy reading all of these and letting my brain kind of just walk through them. And one of the ones I love the most down here, it's when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. It's kind of a silly thing. It kind of sounds airy-fairy, but here's the reality of it. When you look at these, and you look at these as just pretty words on purple graphics, are they going to change your thinking at all? No, but if you look at these as what they are, laws, these are laws for thinking, it starts to change the way you see them, right? I love that these are so impactful yet so simple. You've all heard me say this 100 times. Success is simple, not easy. We overcomplicate things all the time. When we look at these, we identify with them one way or the other. Either it's something that we're not ready to focus on, like don't mistake movement for achievement. A lot of you are stuck in that. Like I did a lot this weekend and I felt like I was very successful, but you did nothing towards your business, right? Another part of things is you don't realize that you're going through hard times because no pressure, no diamonds, right? That's a big win. If you're not pushing yourself and you're not putting yourself under pressure, are you really going to metamorphosize into the successful version of yourself? No. But the big thing about all of this is right here, right? The life by design, not by default. I don't know if I'm pointing at the right ones. I'm hoping they are on my screen, but I might be completely opposite. Is it working, Kevin? Okay, good. Because they're backwards on my screen, so I'm reading them backwards to you guys. So my brain is flipping around, and I've got to figure out where they're at on the screen. But we look at that life by design, not by default. What does that mean to you? Someone tell me a life by design.
Where you're picking and choosing your path, not just going where it flows.
100%. You get to pick your path. How many out there, and I don't get to see hands because I've got my screen pinned so you guys can see all these as we talk about them. How many out there feel like you're on your own path? And how many of you feel like you're on someone else's? You're following someone else's plan.
I believe I'm on mine.
That's beautiful.
I feel like I'm on two.
Tell me more.
Oh, I've got my business and my professional path that I'm on and I'm working, and then I've got I've got the younger babies, and so I'm very much still in the middle of mom path, and it's trying to get them to merge, and sometimes they don't mix well. It's like two lines kind of bumping into each other and bouncing off sometimes.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of struggle in that being a mom. And we talked about this last week, didn't we, Halls?
Yeah, we did, and it
Yeah, right.
actually
Wasn't it a
really
lot of,
helped.
oh, here it is. It's right here. It's this one right here. When you have competing interest, what does this say right here? If it's not on your schedule, it doesn't what?
It doesn't exist.
So here's the thing, right? Are we all pulled in different directions? What is the magical thing that we have that helps us stay in the right order?
A calendar.
Yeah, our calendar, our schedule. There are hundreds of different ways to look at all of these things. But I want you to focus on the one that speaks to you today. Right? Just the one. Doesn't have to be shared or put on your Facebook and philosophized. It could be something you just look at and think about and let guide you in a better direction. Some of you really need to focus on this one right here. We don't talk about this one a lot, but we talk about it in a different way. You get what you deserve in your imagination. Some of you are having a hard time living a life by design because you don't feel like you deserve it. Well, let me tell you that. Let me tell you that. When you change your thinking, you change your world. Does that not kind of play into the same thing here? I get what I deserve in my mind because I'm living a life by design.
You've got to be stronger than your weaknesses.
Another thing is, you ever had those days where you just feel down? And it's usually because you got stinking thinking. I love that about, Zig Ziglar. Who, by a show of hands, who knows who Zig Ziglar is? 2 of you? 3? Okay. Zig Ziglar's favorite thing was talking about mindset. Tell me his famous line.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't it Video Killed a Radio Star? Or am I thinking of something else?
That's somebody else. That's Led Zeppelin. I don't know. Zig Ziglar was famous for saying, you got to change your stinking thinking. Get a checkup from the neck up. He was a well-spoken Southern gentleman who was big on that, is saying, hey, you got to change the way you think. Help enough people get what they want, and you'll get what you want. Talk about some rules for life. Change your stinking thinking. Change your thinking, change the world. Because at the end of it all, I want you all to live very blessed lives, whatever that looks like for you. It might be the joy of driving with the top off on your Jeep and your hair's going wild. It might be sending your wife off to a 3-day trip with her mother to El Paso, and you get to stay home with the kids. It might be taking your dogs on a run or throwing them in the pool. There is no definition of what life looks like for you other than the one you make yourself, right? A life by design, not by default. And it's going to be very hard if you don't believe you deserve it. And that's one of the hardest things for us as humans, is to take 50 years of beatdown and start to think, I deserve better, and truly believe it. Well, nothing changes overnight, but I can tell you that your cells, it's over here, right? Way over here. Your cells eavesdrop on your thoughts. When you're in a terrible headspace, you start to become a terrible physical space. When you're in a terrible physical space, it makes an even worse headspace. And doesn't shit seem to pile up and roll downhill?
Yeah.
Yeah, because after all, down here at the bottom left, I don't think you guys can see it past my name tag, but it says what you focus on expands. When you focus on the shit, you get more of it. And the one that I was trying to point out earlier that I couldn't find fast enough to talk about, I'm blocking it with my shoulder, is it's the how you participate here is how you participate everywhere. That's one that I like to lean on. Because if you play all in all the time, you tend to get more results. If you half throttle things, you get to go home and say, well, I tried. And lie to yourself some more. So today's mindset reset really isn't around one singular topic. It was taking a second and saying, hey, look at all this stuff. Let it soak in. And if something catches you, hold it, run it. If you've never taken the time to read all of these, then do yourself the favor and look up bold laws. Or just get it out of our WhatsApp chat. I'll throw this very graphic in there. Because you deserve to live a better life. I've seen hundreds of agents come and go, and the ones that stay and do incredible things are the ones that are willing to push past that one hurdle of, do I deserve success? And at the same time, I've seen some agents that are wildly successful that you look at and be like, how do you put your shoes on in the morning? Yet you're this successful. I believe that is the challenge of intellect. Is super smart people don't believe that they are super smart, yet idiots think they're geniuses. Don't outthink your business. Remember, success is simple, not easy. Believe it to be true, and you'll find the way to make it work, because after all, clarity is power. Man, I could just go bounce off this whole board all day and have one of the most magnetic mindset speeches possible. But what works even better is when you align with something. All right, what are your guys' thoughts so far? What's standing out? What are things that are resonating in your brain sets?
I
That-
like Go ahead.
Oh, no, you go.
No, I was just gonna say I got confused with Ziggy Stardust. That's why I was getting confused with the motivation.
Yeah.
But the meaning was still there.
Zig Ziglar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zig Ziglar.
I like life by design, not by default, because there are so many distractions out there. And if you don't have a structured design, you won't reach your goal efficiently.
Oh, yeah. We talk about the word of the year when we started. You weren't here yet, Christy, but New Year's resolutions. We talked about our words of the year. We talked about a lot of our structure. And my word of the year was simple. It was my brain is
standards.
Yeah, my brain just went blank. It's standards, because what does not meet my standards, both professionally or personally, doesn't belong in my world, even when it's uncomfortable. That last part is even when it's uncomfortable. I have had to remove people from my world that don't uphold the standards I want to be around, and it's not a comfortable conversation. I've had tougher conversations with my family because things that they're doing don't uphold the standards of our family. It is so easy to leave dishes in the sink. My standard is the dishes get put away every day. It is so easy not to brush your teeth. But my standard is you'll brush your teeth before you go to bed. And trust me, the kids don't like it for the first couple of weeks. And then it became routine. Standards set the life. Momentum and motivation gets you moving. Discipline keeps you there. And then habits take over long term. You don't believe me? Go wake up at 5:30 every day for the next week and a half. And then don't set your alarm on the 9th day and see what happens.
It's true.
I bet you'll wake up at 5:30. Because you'll start getting tired around 8:30. Well, I stay up till 3 a.m. I know, it's because your body's programmed to do so. My middle child, Sky, he's 13, going on 28. He's got a big attitude, big energy. Loves to stay up super late and sleep all day. You know how we fixed it? Wake his ass up at 5:30 in the morning. Was he pleasant the first couple of times? No, you try getting a 13-year-old up at 5 o'clock in the morning that went to bed at 2 a.m. and then try to get him to be a functioning human being. But after about 3 or 4 days, his attitude in the morning changes. Now he's somewhat human in the morning. And now here we are a couple weeks later, and Sky was up at 7:30 by himself. Mind you guys, we're in spring break. There is no alarms in the house. If you wanted to sleep till noon, great. It keeps one less person I got to make breakfast for. But he was up at 7:30. Because he's all, I felt like I slept in. Weird. 7:30 sleeping in now, huh? You change your standards. It's weird what happens to your habits. So, what else out there? Great sharing so far.
Funny you say that, Dan, because I changed some habits. Actually, I didn't change some habits. I got lazy on some habits and stopped keeping score on some other habits, and gained about 8 pounds.
It's interesting how fast life changes, right? When we let off the gas in some areas, it fills in. It's kind of wild that way.
My production went like this, but my physical went like that, you know.
And I know for you, it's important to have both, because if you're in pain because your physicality is slid, your production drops because you don't feel like working.
And mindset goes to crap for sure.
Oh yeah, I don't know very many people that can keep a great mindset in the amount of pain that you would be in. Moose, dude, give your paw a break. You're gonna lick it right off.
Almost.
We take care of our lives by imagining a better one, setting a plan to go forward, knowing it's not going to be easy, but it's simple. All I have to do is change the things that I look at, change the way I think about myself, change the way that I approach my life, and then all of the things around me will start changing. Is it going to be an instant change?
No.
No. Things will change ever so slightly, ever so minutely, that you will not realize that they have changed until one day you look around and everything is different. It's incredible. I could talk to Jess and say, hey, Jess, what has changed in the last 6 months for you? And she'd sit back and be like, damn, a lot. But for the last 180 days, she probably didn't see the big change until she looked back 6 months. And she's like, you know what? Shit. I didn't feel like there was a lot being changed, but small movements every day, small little tidbits, 1% improvements. Now you've got more under contract than you've ever had. You have more active signed buyers than you've ever had. You have more confidence in yourself than you've had in a long time. Did that happen overnight? No, you changed the way you thought, and your world changed with it. Because I think one of these that gets missed a lot is up here. No, right here. So because things aren't always as they appear to be. Don't believe anything you hear and only half of the things you see.
I know
Because
that one.
I think so. Go ahead.
I said, I know that one.
Yeah. That's a conspiracy theorist thing. All right, 4 more minutes. What other shares you have? Was this a good exercise for you today?
Yeah.
Good. Lean on it. You're gonna sound like the KW cult preaching this stuff, but it's not for KW, it's for you. This is not for you to have these great little things to throw up on your social media, which you all have the right to do. But it's to look at it and go, you know what? If I don't have a schedule, I'm allowing my work to dictate my life, because after it says is all work expands to fill the time allowed. Because if you're not following your schedule, what are you doing? Rachel really wants you guys to see Atomic Habits, but that's not what we're
I'm
talking
reading this. Oh, well, you're talking about habits. I'm reading it, and it's talking about the 1% and everything, a lot of things that you're saying. So that's it.
Where do you think I got that? I think every motivational book out there, self-help book, and they all regurgitate the same things.
Yeah.
It's a big soup of, logical connections for mental improvement to create physical well-being. And I love the bold laws because they put it and package it together in ways that your brain can remember. And I do. I look at some of these, I'm like, man, I haven't thought about that one in a while, but I know that I know that it applies to my life. Right? Like some of the dumb ones, like it's not about selling real estate, it's about following a schedule. Okay, schedule. For you guys, this is the number one thing that drives me on this call. If you guys didn't know, is this one right here. Is that people will grow into the conversations you create around them. Do you think if we talked small ideas and small life and small nonsense every day, all day, that you guys would be improving?
No.
Why not?
You're thinking too small.
There's no reason to. Do you know there's people that don't join this call because they feel like they're not going to get any value out of it? Is that person thinking small? I'm sorry. Collectively, I think we're pretty damn awesome. One-on-one, you guys are dynamic. But we focus on a bigger life. We'll focus on better things. We will focus on things that will actually change our world. And if you're in stinking thinking, do a checkup from the neck up. Do something to help you reset. Go stretch, go put your feet on earth, go touch grass, as the kids would say. Go reset your psychology. Get those negative neurons out of your body. And then get back at it. Because what you focus on expands. And if you're focusing on the wrong things, that's all you're going to get is more of them. So, all right, my friends, happy Monday. I think we have a few minutes left, if that. Thank you for being a part of my morning. Thank you for being a part of my why. Now, I put it in our group chat. If you guys are not part of the WhatsApp group chat, I'm sorry. You won't see it. If you want to join it, you're more than welcome. Was today worth your time?
Yes.